everyone. Nice to see you. How I will share today on how to powerfully connect with your target market and making selling so much easier on social media and how you can do that. So think for a moment about this. If you are dressed really well, you have your nice dress or your suits or something like that, and then you start talking about you work in the food business and you start talking about a new recipe that you have found out because you have a new sort of meat that you how will I say that you have made some herbs with, and you're talking about it, and you're so intentional about this product, and you just want to get out there on social media and talk about this product, but you haven't done your homework. So the people you are talking to, most of them are vegetarians. Do you make the sales that you want? Think about this for a moment. And I have been working with marketing for many years, both on social media and before when I was an employee. And I see this is a common mistake a lot of us do. We don't do the homework and do the research on who are my target market, who am I talking to? And I'm also trying to tell my daughters about this when they have a presentation in school or something. Who are you talking to? Why will they listen? What's in it for them? So before I dig into today's content, I will say welcome. And if you are watching live, please say hi and where you're checking in from. And if you are watching the replay, please hashtag replay and where you're coming from. I'm Gabriella Grotenfeld, and I'm the founder and owner of GabriellaGrotenfeld.com. I work and help business owners, small business owners and entrepreneurs to grow their business online using simple, smart social media hacks to learn how to do it fast and to grow faster. And I have a global business, so the wonderful thing about doing this on social media is that you can go globally without even travel anymore. And I work from home. So this is me, Gabriella Grotenfeld. And have you been thinking about this, about how much time have you put in to find out who are the perfect prospect for my products? And I will share today a way that I have learned and that I am using. It's the same in the old school, but I have changed a little bit what I have learned from my mentors on how to find out who are my target group. And if you do this exercise and really dig into it, it will bring you a lot of help when you start adding, or if you already do advertising on social media, because then you know who is it for, so you know how to talk to that person and have them connect with you. And selling and prospecting, things like this, it's not a numbers game, and that's what I'm trying to say with this vegetarians that are listening to the man or woman or who it is which is talking about the new recipe with the meat and the herbs. No one is interested. And on social media, it's also like this, that people are here to connect, to have relations and engage, and they want to engage with things that speaks to them. What's in it for me? So if you are a small business owner, network marketeer, and you're struggling with finding prospects, this is for you. You should really tune in and listen to my live today. Maybe it sounds a little bit crazy when I talk about vegetarians and meat, but that's just to really show how wrong it can be if you're talking to the wrong people that is not in your target market. So don't let this happen to you, because I think you need to connect with your prospects in a way where they get to know, like, and trust you. You need to be authentic, you need to show up, to be consistent. And a lot of this, I think, if you have started your business online, but dig into the target market as well and do it over and over again. I think I have done this exercise for like 10 times, and I always find something that I could change to get even better results. So evaluate your target market after some weeks to see if you are right on spot or if you need to do something different. So let's dig into the exercise about how to find my perfect prospects. When I do things, I like to have a paper, or I do it on my computer, and think that you have a chart, and on that chart you have four columns. One column that is the target market. Who are your target market? Who do you think are your target market? Take one target market that you relate to and you think that that these products would help this kind of person. And then do a column where you put in the top your market's pains and struggles. And in the third column, you should start to write down their desires or their desired outcome about what will they achieve when they have bought the product or the service that you have. And the fourth column is the language. What words do they usually have? What kind of words do they have that you can talk in or write in so they can recognize themselves and feel that you are talking to them? So I will show this with an example of one kind of target market. It may not be your target market, but just to help you to see how this exercise works. So I hope this can help you as well to reach more of your perfect prospects. So the first thing is we talk about the target market. Who are they? Let's say we take the cubic slaves. You know what they are. That are the person that maybe have a good job right now. They may be lawyer, they may be a doctor, or they may work as a manager somewhere. We can call them the Dilbert types. There's a book about a Dilbert person. So haven't you read that book? Please read it. It's then you know exactly what this target market wants. And what's common for them is that they hate their job. They don't feel fulfilled. They feel frustrated, and they feel like there is something else, something greater that is waiting for them, but they don't really take action to move on. And that's the cubic slave market. So why would you choose a target market like that, even if you may even not be in that market yourself? Well, those people has money to invest in things. So that's why I take this as an example. But you can have the health market, you can have lose weight market, and just find out what are they struggling with, what are their problems, and what are their fears if they are losing weight. So the next column, when you have tried to see what are their problems, then you should go into their pains and struggles, what they deal with. They hate their job. They may be bored at job. They are working too much and they want to have more time with their family. Maybe they travel a lot and want to be home more, and things like that. They feel stressed. They feel that they maybe are on their way to be burned out. I don't know if you have been burned out. I have been burned out, and it's not fun. That's one of the reasons why I started to do something else in my life, actually. But we are not here to talk about me. So think about what are their pains. And it's the same in any target market where you have your products or services. It can be coaching, can be mentorship, whatever. So go in and try to fill in the details. So you have that on your chart, or either in the old-fashioned way on a paper or on your computer. The next column, the third column, the desired outcome. That is what they want to achieve with their lives. What are they searching for? What are their dreams? And if we take the example that I have, the cubic slave market, it may be financial freedom, it may be time freedom, it may be less stress, more time with the family. So a lot of the things that are the problems, that they don't have time for the problem for their family, a desire is to have more time for their family. So they relate in a way. So take time and write this down. And then we come to the last one. And the last one is the language. When I started working with this and started to talk about things, it's the same when you start on a new job. There are some common words they use on that actual industry or in that company, and when you talk to your friends, they have no idea what you are talking about, because the words are so specified for that company or that industry that you are in. And it's the same thing here. When you are posting content on social media, use words so they feel like they understand what you are talking about. I know, for example, it was quite funny. I was talking about, my daughter has a horse, and I was talking about the horse and said something about the horse, but I didn't actually talk and named the word horse. And I was talking to some colleagues at work. No one understood anything except for one person who knew and had her own horse. So when you are talking, think about what you're saying. And if you're trying to talk in front of people, write down what you're talking and listen to yourself and look it from the outside, from the helicopter perspective that I used to say, that do people understand what I'm talking about? Or is it my common language that is not known for the target market I want to work with? So think about the language. It's more important than you think it is. And for the cubic slaves market that I have as an example, it could be like overtime, it could be boss, it can be managers, it could be deadlines, working all weekends. Well, this is quite common words, of course, but they use them quite a lot. And if they don't feel fulfilled with their job, when they talk to their friends, they also when they talk to their friends, they say that I don't like my job, I hate Mondays, to go back to my work. So try to find this trigger, this hook, to start your conversation on social media with them. You have like 7 seconds to reach out to them. So start with some words that they feel, oh, it feels like she's talking to me, or something like that. So it's training, but you get better and better on it. So once you have completed those 4 columns, then you have a chart, and now you can start planning your content and reach more sales so much faster, because you know their problems, you know their fears, you know what their desires are, and you also know what their lingo or their language that they are speaking are. So use this. And that, when I started out, I started with a lot of advertising on Facebook, and I haven't digged into this really much. Did I reach my goal? No, I didn't. So one way that I recommend is start doing this organically. It costs you nothing. Start by digging into this, and then try to do posts, try to do lives where people get to know you, and then you can evaluate which kind of post does have the most engagement and likes. And not only likes, you want people to comment on your posts. So when you have that, then you know which kind of post have the most engagement and things like that. Then you know who you should target when you do your advertising, even if it's on Google or on YouTube or on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They have really good things where you can write out the interest and what kind of things they are looking for, and then you can do your advertising, so you narrow your target market much more than thinking about everyone is my target, because everyone is not. If you are looking for buying a new car, then you are a target market at that moment. But when you have bought your car, then maybe it takes 5 or 10 years until you are on that target market again. So that's why it's really important to think, who am I talking to and what does my products and services solves? And give that to the people. On social media, you need to be a human before you are a marketeer. Think with, how can I help people? And have the mindset, what's in it for them when you're talking about things. Because people are not here to hear how great you are or things like that. You can share that once in a while if you have made some success. But please think about what's in it for them. Why should they read my post? Why should they listen to my live? And so on. And this was all from me today. If you want to have my blog, I've just wrote about this in my blog on my website. Please comment below and just write me, and I will send you the link. So you can read about how to do this exercise to find your target market. And I also been writing as a bonus a little bit about headlines and hooks, how you could think about, how can I do a headline that makes people interested to read my post on social media. Thank you for watching. Nice to see you. Take care, and I will talk to you soon again. Bye.